family, peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual fiddles. And today I'm going in on embracing your spiritual practices. This is a good one, family, because I keep hearing people saying, I'm going to do some spiritual work. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like to work like that. When I think about working, it's like I'm doing something I don't really want to do. So I say, I'm embracing or I'm about to do my spiritual practices. And one thing about the lexicon in which you use towards your spiritual work, that's the fuel to get what you want out of it. You really got to be mindful of the vernacular you use when you're doing your spiritual work. I no longer use barnyard vernacular. I don't curse anymore. I definitely don't do it while I'm wearing my spiritual tools because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. So when you say I'm doing spiritual work, I'm not saying it's disrespectful. I'm just saying that there's better pleasantries that you can say towards your spiritual practices. And one thing that I do whenever I do my spiritual practices, whether I'm physically doing them or if I'm just thinking about them, I convey as much loving energy as I can. I don't do any spiritual practices while I'm upset, mad, had a rough day at work. Now, some people have the ability to go have a rough day at work or be in a bad mood and go to their altar, and that's their calm, that's their sacred place. I don't like to bring any negativity towards any of my tools. I just don't. But that's just something I do. I want to keep the vibration as high as possible around my gods, my deities, my tools, my rings, my everything that I have as a sign of respect. I like to surrender to my tools. I like to get an etheric connection to my tools. I like to be tethered consciously to my tools because there's a consciousness in every tool that you have. Every tool that you have. I've said once before that the reason why you get deities and put them on your altar is so they can look through the eyes of the deity and see you. See you taking care of your ancestors. See you saying your divine prayers. Seeing you surrender to the divinity and your higher self. Seeing you win. I say it all the time. We fight for our limitations too much. We fight for them. We fight for our limitations and we fight for our level of understanding. When you develop an overview of reality, the universe sees you differently. Your aura, your color changes. Your distinct signature that the universe recognizes you by changes. And when you increase your vibration, you increase your perception on what reality is. And when you do that, the universe will speak to you differently. A lot of people are vibrating low, and the universe speaks to them on their level of understanding. They keep having bad news, car accidents, drama, because that's the frequency that they're on. So the universe is going to correspond with them accordingly. But when you raise your vibration, the universe is going to speak to you on a different level. And that's where I'm at. The universe speaks with me differently. When I go out in public, my wife calls me the baby whisperer. Because when I'm around your baby just see my light and they want to touch me. They be reaching out to me. And at first I used to feel embarrassed, like I'm not looking at that baby. I want them to think I'm crazy. But now I'll be like, hey little baby, how you doing, sweetie? I interact with them. I leave them and I look back and they be giving me that googly eye. The spiritual googly eye. I love it. That's the universe letting me know you're doing well. You're doing well. We were up in New York last weekend. We had a ball. And we were at a pizza shop. And there was this hungry, I don't want to call him bum, but I will call him a homeless man. And out of the whole crew, it was like 8 of us. He came to me and asked, can you feed me? I said, sure, bro, what you want? I'll take a slice. I said, I'll get you 2. I asked him, you want something to drink? Yeah, I'll like a Sprite. I gave it to him. We exchanged names. We exchanged pleasantries. We exchanged spiritual pleasantries through the eyes. I didn't really have much to say because he chose to be a homeless man. And I don't want any of that poverty consciousness tied onto me. So I gave him the food and the drink. He thanked me and we moved on. But I didn't do it for him. I did it for me. I did it to show the universe that I have abundance in my life. I did it to show the universe that I care for my fellow man. That's one of the biggest atrocities that a human being can do, is see another sentient being knowing you can help them and you don't. You just walk past them as if they don't exist. When you realize that we're all one, that you're nothing more than an extension of my reflection of myself, one aspect of myself, everyone you come in contact with. Before creation starts, there's one atom and it splits and it keeps going. And that's what people are. We are split, but we're all the same. That's what I'm talking about. That's the vibration that I want you all to get on, and embrace. You see animals, talk to them through your pineal. I talk to people all the time telepathically. They don't consciously understand what I'm saying, but they feel it. So the next time you see someone down and out, give them subliminal mental pleasantries. Wish them well. Wish them well in your mind and project it directly to them. That's how you win. That's how you fuel the law of reciprocity. Okay, family? So on that note, it's your boy Chris Enlightened. I'm out here winning. So peace and love. Winning.